Alright, so I got your Denix wrapped up, and I wanted to go ahead and do a quick instruction video for you. The operation is real simple. You've got your kill key recharge port in the back with your auxiliary switch. Your main trigger is your trigger is the main. Let's see, red and blue LED in the barrel. Everything you need to access is under here. So when you use a charger on it, make sure you use a 7.4 volt 500 milliamp or 0.5 amp trickle charger. The battery capacity is really small in these, so if you give it a 1 amp charger, it's going to make it cycle through and die out faster, which it should last a good long time considering there's not a lot of pull on this battery. So operation simple, turn it on. Obviously you can get a nice kill key from the custom saber shop, something with a black knob on it that kind of disappears a little bit. Once it's on, that's your red LED. That's your blue auxiliary for stun. Like I said, your auxiliary button's here. It's just a little touch higher than the base here, so it's easy to operate. I mean, even with gloves on I can get to it, but there's no way in the world you'll ever squeeze it, because like I said, you can't get enough in there. I'll go ahead and put this back in and show you everything. So obviously this was a little more than a day's work. Just to give you a heads up on everything, I'll start at the end. The LED is held in with an O-ring. The resistors are shrink wrapped. The LED is shrink wrapped, so it's a lot there. There's not a ton of slack in the wires. What you can do if you want to put the LED further down or pull it out, to use the flat end, just clip a toothpick, use a flat end, you can push it down, center it, raise it, lower it, however you need to, and if it's in there a little deeper than you want it, use the sharp end of your toothpick, hook that O-ring, pull it out. Like I said, don't pull out too far because it only comes out probably this far with the wires and everything, because I had to take up all the slack because I did, you're not really going to be able to see it much in there. All the wires are hidden. I used some heat shrink on them, then some glue, which is a moldable adhesive rubber, and I closed that hole up. Let's see, whoops, got my glove a little bit. Then I had to go through and do the wire routing hole, drill and tap for the recharge port, drill for this. Obviously on the grips there's a lot of work to be done. I got these to fit. I also went and routed them out for the speaker. It's got a 28mm Railmaster speaker in here, and with the auxiliary switch being high, this whole vent is open. It's really loud, sounds good, love it. The grips, back to them, used walnut stain, and then let's see, 2 coats of boiled linseed oil, and then I finished it off with some True Oil. I re-blacked the entire bottom section after I had it in vise, even with the rubber grips on it. Just started to look a little bit worn and uneven. Some spots were coming out with discoloration, so the entire bottom end was blacked, since can't do it with electronics in it. That also has been waxed, sealed, oiled, everything, so you shouldn't have to worry about that at all. Let's see, with the electronics, everything's hidden in here. What I did was E6000 the battery in, and the board is held in with a glue. That's the moldable adhesive rubber I was talking about. Let's see, it's kind of hard to see in there, yeah. But the SD card's flat on the bottom. When you need to get it out, just use a pair of tweezers, pop it. There's a little ridge on the bottom plate here that you have to clear, so just pull up a little bit on the SD card. It's not hard, but it's not the easiest thing in the world either. They're normally like that. So you don't really need to do anything here. Let's see what else we've got going on. Oh yeah, if you ever pull the slide back and you get that weird thing with the trigger where it's feeling weird, just pull the hammer back all the way, then lock in the trigger. Oops. Of course, I've done this a million times. Then just release it and you're back to normal, because that's where you want it. The switch is at the very end of the pole here, obviously to keep all the length and to keep you from pushing it off, because it's E6000 to the side on the inside here. Let's see, can you actually see it? Yeah, you can see kind of, sort of, some of the end of it, but there we go. Yeah, now it's to keep it from getting pushed off. I'm trying to think of what else was done. Pins were a little loose. I used a little liquid electrical tape, wrapped them up and kind of makes them tighter. Let that cure. Then when I put them in, it just seals up a little bit better, holds that in. Trying to think of what else was done, and I think that's just about it. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. I'm trying to think. There's probably a million other things I did and I just can't recall them right now. Like I said, main thing to remember, 7.4 volt battery, 500 milliamp trickle charger. Don't use the heavy ones. Let's see. Your main is a red, your auxiliary is a blue, and I think that's just about it. So, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy it.